Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. What up?
Good reason to come out. Yeah, it's the season. Niggas gon' dumb out. I'm riding with my gun out just in case I got a bug out. I'm running with the hate, cause I ain't
Damn, Pole body bag that shit.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was good, man. How's everything, man? How's everything? I'm feeling good, man. I got a shape up today. You know what I mean? I got a cut.
Yeah.
Barbershops is open. Shout out to Mun.
I
the
know
greatest
that.
barber in the world. You know
Got
what I'm saying?
my boy looking good over
clean.
there.
I'm clean. I feel like putting my prom suit on again.
I said, ha. Yo, we got a dope show today, B.
Yeah, man. I love these classic shows, man. This
Word.
is dope.
We gonna talk some hip hop shit today.
Let's get it.
Yo, Ali Vegas, what up, kid?
You.
What up?
You already. Welcome to Live at the Barbershop, B. Thanks for your time, know what I'm saying?
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Word. Let's jump right into it, man. Shit, you done got signed at middle school.
Yeah.
Man, I heard the teachers was coming down on you talking shit. You pulled out a motherfucking big ass check on her.
Oh yeah, that was
that.
Oh yeah, I mean that was it was crazy because I wrote that in this movie too. It was so like I'm like one of those people that this probably was like my freshman year in high school, I think. And I'm one of those people that however I'm always uplifting. So however my mood is, that's the classroom mood. You know what I'm saying? So that day I really ain't feel too good. So that day I ain't really feel too good. So when I got in the classroom, I knocked my workout already. I knocked my workout and just fell back, like was just chilling. Mm-hmm. So my teacher, she come in there, you know what I mean? My teacher, she come in there, she wilding. She like, oh, why you got your head down? Like, mind you, I'm one of her best students. Like I do my work, you know what I'm saying? Like I get everybody in class involved. Like, so then when I ain't pick up my head or whatever, she was like, oh, you just gonna come in my class, be lazy, So everybody looking at her like, so everybody started getting on her like, what are you talking about? He do his work. He just don't feel good right now. But she like, oh, you ain't do no work. I'm like, here, there go my work. Mm-hmm. She like, oh, she was like, see, that type of thing, you ain't gonna achieve nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I normally don't do it, but I was like, yo, you know what? I was like, I make more than you in 20 minutes than you make in your whole year of teaching. She was like, what? I was like, you see this? I make this in 20, this is nothing. I make this in 20 minutes. And I had about like probably like 2,500, 4,500, something like that. And I just pulled it out because we had Pathmark in high school. So I would just always, we had a Pathmark inside of our high school. So I would always bring bread to school and just make sure everybody got cookies, make sure the whole lunchroom was right. Know what I mean? So
lunchroom lit.
Yeah. So when she said that, she was like, oh, I know how you got that. So I was like, oh, you're insinuating. You know what I mean? That's when I had to go to the vocabulary. I was like, are you insinuating?
Pull the big words out. Yeah.
That I distribute narcotics. You know what I'm saying? She like, so then that's when I just did the 702 joint, the 702 remix. So then I had a big boy on me. I had 20 grand on me. So then that's when I pulled the check out and was like, you see that? That only took me 8 bars. 8 bars. So she was like, get out of my class now. Like, so she, you know what I mean? She threw me out of her class, whatever. Then like, so after that, my mother was like, yo, listen, man, y'all, you know, like they always picking on him because he, you know what I mean? Like he make more than them. So they used to have a whole like a resentment against me because mind you, I got a van with my face on it parked outside of the school all day.
Super lit.
That's fire.
You know what I mean? So I got we got the van wrapped that's sitting outside with my face on it all day. Like, so she coming like, so the teachers, even the principals was just like, so now that's when I had to get homeschooled for the rest of the joint. But yeah, that's how it happened.
How was that experience doing homeschool?
Oh, that was smooth. You know what I mean? Like I would go to school for lunch and gym. You know what I mean? So I would go to school for lunch, but like it was dope because see most kids like that's why like LO will always tell people like vague ain't have a regular childhood. Like most kids was, you know what I mean, like going to the movies and stuff like that. Like my age was going to the movies. Like me, I was in the lab. I'm with Tone and Poke and them all like every day. You know what I mean? While most people going to have fun, most kids my age were going to have fun. Like I'm in there every day recording, writing for people favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is at 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up until I was able to release something. They couldn't release nothing on me until I was like 17, 18. And
Okay.
even then I still wasn't signed. I wasn't signed to them. I couldn't sign nothing until nothing was legal till 21 because we had to go through the courts.
Okay. That's super dope, son.
That's crazy. Word.
Nigga, you hanging with the motherfucking the mega producers at a young age.
Word.
You
Yeah, I
remember your
mean,
first joint that you wrote?
my first joint. I mean, it's crazy because the first joint, the first rhyme was it was crazy because it was the specialist verse. It was crazy because the specialist verse, um, I had did that to this large professor beat. You know what I'm saying? I was recording at Large Professor crib. My man J Raff took me to Large Pro crib
Oh,
because he
you
wanted
talking
me.
that shit. You talking that shit, baby.
Yeah, he wanted, you know what I mean? He took me to Large Pro because he wanted me to get on this record with my man Sleep and Queens Most Wanted. So then when I started rhyming, Large Pro was like, he cut the record off, like he cut the music when I started rhyming. He was like, he couldn't believe he couldn't believe that was me. He thought I had like memorized like a Nas rhyme that nobody heard and
Okay.
was rhyming on and did the rhyme. So he was like, he cut the music off. Was like, nah, son, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. So J Raff like, what are you talking about? Like, no, that's him. That's how he get busy. That's how he give it up. He couldn't, like I'm saying, Large Bro couldn't even believe that I was that ill, that young. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, and then from there, that verse, we never used it. So when the specialist record came, we was at Chop Studio, and one of his artists that really originally wasn't my record. It was one
Okay.
of his artists' record, but my man Dio, who was my manager at the time, he was like, "Oh nah, this is your record right here. This is your record." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Nah, that's their record." Like, you know what I mean? They on that. He like, "Nah, that's your record. Guarantee you." He like, "Yo, I know y'all got plans for that, but that's gonna be vague record." And
Okay.
they like, "Nah, what do you mean?" Like, you know what I mean? It was kind of standoffish, but then he was like, "All right, we can just prove it right now. Like, yo, vague, just go in there and say anything." So then when I went in there, I was just like, you know what? I took the record. I'm like, the drama bound to stun you before the gun do. Better have us. And that was it. He was like, I rest my case. That's your record. Everybody else, remove them verses from there. That's his record.
Yeah.
He got it.
He got it. That's how you erase a nigga from a track. You
Word.
know what I'm
It's
Smoke
like,
saying?
his boots.
Smoke
yeah,
'em.
like yo, just do it. I was like, bet.
That's good, man. What you think of the temperature in hip hop right now?
I mean, it's like with everything going on, it's like it's good because only the strong going to survive
Mm-hmm.
because there's no see now that's why you don't see a lot of artists rhyming on 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 the joint now because ain't no radio to make you like they record.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no machine to make you like they record. Like ain't no machine, ain't no shows to make you like, yo, you gotta like this record. So now it's more like, hold on, I've been in, you know what I mean? It's like, let me listen to the people that's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like my numbers, like my streaming numbers spiked crazy during this time. Because
Mm-hmm.
I guess now it's like when you know, it's like when you locked in, now you get to really listen and be like, okay, you're not saying nothing. You're not saying nothing. Okay, you're saying something. You're saying something. You know what I mean? The people get to do that. So that's why I like the temperature now. You know what I'm saying? I really like the temperature now because you can't get over now. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get over. If you look like the joints that been coming out, like even like the Drakes, you know what I'm saying? The normal joints that would have you for like, you know what I mean, months on end is like pum
Yeah.
pum gone. Yeah, like now it's in and out now. You know what I mean? Like just think about that. Like Drake just came out with a dance joint and everything, like a joint with a dance to it and everything. That's just at pum pum. Because it's like this ain't that time.
It wasn't ready. Yeah, that's a big
yeah, motherfuckers is like motherfuckers is like, what you playing for?
Not right
you
now.
know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
not right now.
Nah, like that's like you got beef, and people that you got beef with coming up the block, and your little cousin or something want to play wrestling. You like, what we play wrestling for? Shit about to be real right now. Like, so that's why I think it's like the temperature. Like French Montana just came out with a joint. Like everybody that, you know what I mean, normally would just, you know what I mean, lock the summer. If you notice, the joints is just coming and going, coming and going. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing that's like, oh, okay. If you ain't saying nothing, they ain't playing nothing.
Yeah, right now you could the way these records is going, this shit about to drop some more time. Cause remember back in the days you had to have 3/16s. Now it's like you could have like 8 bars.
1/8, 1/8, a singing chorus, another 4, a bridge. Like now it's on like
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, like you had to have that because I mean, don't get me wrong. I guess what happened was I don't ever fault the artist for getting smarter, for working smarter and not harder. You know what I'm saying? Like they figured out you only get, you know what I mean? You get your BDS pickup after 2:30. So they like, all right, cool. I just make a record 2:30, my BDS pickup, that's money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they figure like, why go to other 30? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why go to other 30 when I don't have to? You know what I mean? Like it's just they started working smarter.
No, it makes sense for it.
You know what I mean?
I be seeing some dudes, they be putting out albums, they got like 6 or 7 records. And you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing.
13. Yeah.
That's what I mean, like I said, like they started working smarter. And I mean, but just imagine though. Remember, like Illmatic had 10. You only need 8 records to have an LP. So that was smart. That was smart by MC searching them because they say, you know what, here, intro, outro, whatever, here, and 8 records. So you only getting paid for 8 records, no matter how much. Like you can have 30 records on your joint, you only getting paid for 8. That's the LP. You only getting paid for the LP. You only getting paid for 8. So it's like they're just working smarter. You know what I mean? It's just that it's bad because you robbing the consumer. Fact. You know what I'm saying? You taking out, it's just like with sports or anything, you taking out on the problem with the owners out on the fans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what it is. Wow. They figure like, nah, I ain't giving them. That's why I started, like, when you do the math on stuff, you see, when you dig into it, then you see why certain things are the way they are. Like you think, like I started looking at why sophomore jinxes happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason why most sophomore jinx happen is because you do good on your first album, you make an ill joint, you make an ill album, and then you get then the business part comes in and you see like, damn, I ain't make nothing. I just put that dope product out and I ain't make nothing. So now you tell once again, you cutting off your nose to spite your face. You taking it out on the fan. So you ain't in that space that you was on the first one because you like, I don't even want to record. You making all the money. So what I'm gonna record for? I'm gonna just
Yeah.
chill and try to milk this first album out. And you know what I mean? And they wind up learning like, nah, you gotta put these albums out so you can get out of the deal quick. So then they just give the rush product. So that's why the sophomore jinx is that's why it's real high on most artists.
Mm-hmm. Yo, you think like back in the days, the way they used to do MCs and sign them to like 10 joints. You know what I'm saying? You like that shit. You think about it, you like that shit is kind of impossible.
Right? That's like
I mean,
like LL was lifetime Def Jam.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? But just think but look at that's what happens when somebody comes through and shows greatness. Look at that's like what I said. That's like the like into the NBA with LeBron James,
Mm-hmm.
where he showed them how to be mobile. He showed them how, you know what I mean? He showed them how not to lengthen their contracts. You know what I'm saying? He like remember everybody was signing 5-6 year deals
Yeah, yeah.
till he came around and showed them like, nah, we signing 3 with a player option. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? 3, 2 with a player option, like and keep it moving. Like he showed them how to do that. Like it wasn't players wasn't empowered till he got there.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. You gotta know what you're worth, man. Know your
that's what I'm
power.
saying.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
showed them. They wasn't moving. It wasn't no. You wasn't having Kevin Durant them go here, go there. Kawhi Leonard. They was.
Locked
That's why
in.
they was in there 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, he showed them how to do it. Put the power in the players' hands. Just like it's just like when Master P came out and showed,
Ah.
yeah, and showed
Niggas how to
he
do it.
showed
Word.
he showed them how to do it.
How to do it for real.
Then
How you do that? Damn.
Rockefeller started moving. They started really like Jay and them started really moving
Yeah, yeah.
Word.
because he was like he showed like, oh, hold up, he owned stuff over there. Remember they was on priority. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't know how to really move around. How he, you know what I mean? Just remember he like, okay, cool, bout it, got you, boom. Here go the
Word.
movie too,
Master
bang.
P had the chips first.
Like he was showing them how to,
Word.
yeah, he was showing them how to maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just took it and said, "Oh, this is how we maneuver." Bet. And then they just started maneuvering the same way. Like that's why I said it's nothing wrong with emulating a path that's printed out for you.
The
You know what
blueprint.
I'm saying?
Word.
That's a fact.
It's nothing wrong with that. Like most people shy away from it. Like you know what I mean?
I
Like
think
when
people
Rush,
can't take teamwork though. Know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, listen,
That shit hard for
everybody.
somebody to say, yo, yeah, that shit fire that he just put out. They gonna be like, man, I got shit better than that. You like, damn, kid.
Word.
We all
See?
one.
Everybody, see, that's what I'm saying. See, everybody know my motto, man. I don't care who hit the winning shot. We all get rings.
Word. Please
I
give
don't
me a
care who
ring.
hit the winning shot. We all get rings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Mike don't care if it was Paxson, Kerr, whatever. He at the end of the day, he like that's a chip for me. I don't care who hit the winning shot.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I mean? Especially when the world knows his resume, and that's just who we are. That's just who we are, who we
Mhm.
taught to be. You know what I'm saying? That's who we taught to be.
Word.
We not taught to celebrate our brother. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or we not taught to show like I'm the type of person if it took me 30 years to get something, I want the person under me to get it in 15.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Because I want to see what it's like to have it at 15. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But that's not the way that the game turned stale. That's why the
Mhm.
game turned stale. Because like I always say, the last king of New York was Biggie, was big. You know what I'm saying? Because he did it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he did it the right way. First of all,
Piggybacked.
he put on the whole New York City.
Word.
First of all, he put on the Locks is from Harlem, the Locks is from Yonkers. You know what I mean? He had Cam and Charlie Baltimore. He had Mace, Black. Like he put on the whole. Like he put on he put on
Cam
home.
C's, the
Yeah.
whole
See what I'm
Junior
saying?
Mafia.
Junior Mafia.
You
He
know what I'm
didn't go.
saying?
He ain't just.
Baby.
That's what I'm saying. And then to take it to another level, when he seen his man shining, his man coming up, he put his man on. Like, look, it's my man Jay.
Word.
Yeah.
Like,
big facts.
if he don't give y'all that, if listen, we can say whatever. If he don't give him that introduction, then it don't go the way. Yeah, it don't go the way.
History might be a little different.
And remember, he gave 112 that momentum.
That's a big fact. When
we
he
had
gave him that
112 on. He was shouting them out like 112 room one. I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
he gave
like
112.
These niggas, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like
niggas thought 112 was from New York for a minute.
Remember, he laid out the blueprint. He was the first one. He had the R&B wife. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
He had the R&B wife. He had the clothing line, Brooklyn Mint.
Word.
You know what
about
I'm saying?
to come out with the label.
That's what I'm saying. He had the label. He did numbers already.
Yeah,
But him and Lance did numbers.
Yeah.
They got about 60 to 80 mil from Epic. Remember that?
Word. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. Like he did it right. He was the last king to me. Everybody else is just like, you know what I mean? They don't put on homegrown talent. They shy away from it because they fear it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
I love that dude so much.
Sad.
Because if you fucked with him and you couldn't even spit like that, he'll write you a rap.
He'll write you your whole album, my nigga.
Yeah. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, he be like, don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry, Pop. I got you.
That. Like,
just don't say,
we gonna crush this joint.
Stay
like, you know what I mean?
Ad-libs, Pop.
But that's what it was about. You know what I mean? Like, that's when the game was fun. You know what I mean? When it was like that, when you could have where nobody really feared the other person's, you know what I'm saying? Like success. You know what I mean? It was just more like, yo, how do we make this even more dope?
Facts.
Like damn, all of us at a show. Oh shit, we crushing it.
Word.
That's what it was about. You know what I mean? But now it's like, if I can't make no money off it, I don't even want it around me. That's how they look at it. That's the game now. You know what I mean? Instead of like damn, son, that's why you don't got no crew records. You know, I know, you know what I mean? You used to have the illest records back. You ain't gonna get no Juice Crew. You ain't gonna get no Juice Crew record. You ain't gonna get no symphony, no scenario no more. You ain't gonna get those records. You know what I mean? Because
that's kind of facts.
Nobody cross brand and nobody want to rock with nobody because everybody is afraid to get in the booth with people that's either equally or even more talented than them.
Y'all dead ass was just thinking that same shit the other day. Like, yo, we need like what happened to that? What happened to that? That we got like 6-7 niggas on one track, body and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because people scared. They get scared when it's the person's on top is scared to get in the room with other MCs. That's what happens. You know what I mean? They shy away from it. They be like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna risk that.
That's
cool.
I
mean? Yo, if Ali Vegas had a scenario track right now, new joint, who would you put on that shit? And then you clean it up?
I'm calling everybody. I want like me. See, that's like me. That's coming, right? Remember, I don't like me. I like listen. I don't ever like. I love being around greatness. You know what I mean? Like I love being around greatness. That's why whenever you hear, because the most flattering thing and the most humbling thing for MC is when other MCs get on your track and some of their best verses is on your track.
Word.
That's the most humbling. Like when I got a song, like remember, I'm like 13, 14, and I'm on songs with AZ, where A giving you you know what I mean? That's some of his best work. $500,000, my brother, rest in peace, $500,000, he giving you some of his best work. Nature giving you some of his best work. Capone, like they all giving you their best work, some of their best work on songs with me. That's like the most.
You know what that means though? They had to step their shit up because they knew they had to.
Yeah,
you
that's
know what I mean? They was on
but
the
that's
track
what I
with
said.
you.
That's the most humbling.
That shit is fire. Yeah,
That's what it's about, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Where it's like that's what make the game fun. So if I'm doing a scenario, I'm boom. I got mine. I got Aida. I got Biggs. I'm calling Reek the villain. I want Kendrick on there. Like I want to show. Like I want to show why it is that I walk around the way I walk around. You know what I mean? Like you can walk around if you done like Mayweather could walk around because he ain't dodged no fight. He fought everybody.
Everything that he wanted to. That's a
so
fact.
he could walk around like I ain't dodged nothing. So y'all can say what y'all want to say about me, but I ain't dodged nothing. You know what I mean?
You think we can hear that for the summer? Shit, that might have been a nice spark for your brain. You know what I'm saying? Call Reeks up and call those niggas up, B.
Oh, Reek, that's my baby brother. We got the Williams brother project coming. Like he knows, like this is what we do. Like I still sharpen steel, man. Like
yo, shout out to Reek. He was out here protesting the other day with us. I saw him out in Smithtown and shit.
Yeah, he know. Listen. I stay on him. I'm the big brother that do like I'm that big brother that do the teaching, and then I'm on the front line with you, showing you how to get it done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
that's
it's like
how it has to be. Word.
Yeah, that's why they got the respect for me that they have for me, because it ain't just like, oh, this is what you need to do. This is what you it's all right. This is what we gonna do. Or if they be like, yo, listen, I need something done. All right, cool. I'm gonna put you in contact with who could get it done for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to give them what the older guys didn't give me. Only one that did that was like $500,000. He was the only one that was like, everything in my war chest is opened up to you. Whatever you need if it was an overseas connect that was moving the units, he was like, look, and it wasn't like go through him. He was like, yo, look, this is vague. This is, yo, I need y'all to move his records or move whatever. And it was done after that. It wasn't no like, I gotta call him, then he gotta call them. And then when they call him back, then he called. Like, it wasn't none of that. It was more like, look, treat him. That's why I always say that. He used to be like, yo, treat my brother how you would treat me.
Okay. And
that's how he would move. That's why I'm like, outside of that, everybody else was just like, mine.
Yeah.
Mine. You can't get in here. I was like, that's why the game's so whack now.
Yo, Ali, we got DJ Shavi in the building. I said, yo, Shavi, we doing fucking Ali Vegas today. He said, oh, I got some joints for him, son. Yo, Shavi, you got a question for Ali Vegas?
Yeah, Mr. Vegas. Yo, what was the most memorable moment in hip hop? Like, well, during your career, like, you know?
Oh man, wow, man, there's so many, man. I ain't gonna hold you up. It's like, cause you gotta remember, like, I'm a kid in a candy store. You know what I mean? So it's like it's so many elements of like one of my like, man, like the things that I put it this way, like the things that making music like afforded me. Like one was when I got to go to the World Series. I got to go to the World Series. This was the Subway World Series, Yankees versus the Mets, and I got to sit in between Johnny Cochran and Rita Ewing. You know what I'm saying? That was one. Then it was like, one joint was when I performed at Jimmy's Cafe. We had the Jimmy's Cafe. It was dope because Cam and them was performing and Cuban Links was performing. Now remember, we're in the Bronx, right? And this is when I learned like how to tell the temperature of the crowd, you know, and it was crazy because it was like the 5 Heartbeats moment when before Duck got on the piano, you know what I'm saying? It was like, cause we playing Queens Got Shit on Lock, and they like, we in the Bronx, they like, fuck out of here, man. And I'm like, and it was crazy because DJ Absolute was so nervous to do it, but I'm like, chill, it's gonna work. He like, nah. I'm like, listen, the best thing to do is you start off with a build up. If you start off high, no, you gotta start off a build up. I'm telling you, it's gonna work. So boom. So we got Queens got shit on lock playing. They like, fuck out of here. I'm like fucking with them. I'm like, I don't know what y'all mad at me for. That's a Bronx nigga saying that. That's a Bronx nigga saying Queens got shit on lock. They like, so they stuck. I'm like, yo, absolute, start the joint over again. So boom, he got Queens got shit on lock. And now, mind you, because they don't know what's about to happen. So when I get into after the chorus, when I go into the verses, we switch the original beat to Juicy. Mm-hmm. So now when the Juicy beat, boom, doom, and I'm like, I'm from Jamaica, Queens, where they beat you up and take it. Now they going crazy, like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, like, and it's like now Derek Jeter, everybody in there. So now when we get to the cafe part, you know what I mean? Like the whole crew, my peoples, everybody eating. You know what I mean? Jeter like, yo, Jimmy, man, whatever Ali and them having, man, it's on me. Don't worry about it.
Straight up.
That's fine.
So like my cousins and everybody looking like, oh shit, like, you know Derek Jeter? I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? I've been around him a couple of times. Yeah, that's my you know what I mean? Like, I've been around him a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So they like, oh shit, like things like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to LL. Mm-hmm. Like at the In Too Deep joint, the In Too Deep release joint. Shit, they wasn't gonna let me in the club because I'm young. Mm-hmm. My baby, they like, club owner like, son, I can't let you in, man. Like I can't let you in. They like, so L came up and was like, what's up? What's the problem? He like, Ali can't go in. So now you gotta understand, they got the red carpet now, so they trying to push L down the red carpet. L like, nah, we good. We staying out here.
Straight
if he can't, Queens, if he can't go in, we ain't going. We gonna stay right here.
LL.
Queens holding Queens down. That's what's
so
up.
We outside now. We outside, and everybody outside. Mm-hmm. So the club, he like, he had to eat it. Like L, like, yo, he don't drink, he don't do none of that. Whatever you want, like, if you want to we want to give him a chaperone, somebody to follow him around, but he got to get in there, or we ain't going in there.
Straight up.
That's fine.
We got in there, everything was worked out smooth. Like that was like one of the, like where it was like, okay.
Yeah, you got L doing that.
What?
That's different.
Yeah,
That's
like
fire.
it was like,
the L.
Yeah, it was like, okay, like okay, you here, mom, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, you got a favorite L record?
Man, I got a lot. Man, L got so many.
Nobody can rap quite like I can.
He was like, he got like, man, like, but the crazy part is when you listen to it now, even today, you know what I mean? Like, my radio, like, cars ride by with the boom. It's like,
systems.
that should still sound like,
you
know what I mean? Then it's like, like,
yo, my shit was that when he said, forget Oreos, eat Cool J cookies. And then he stomped them out. Yeah.
But the crazy part about it was like, he was on to something way before everybody. Cause remember, he got the joint where he say, I got the tweeters tweeting.
Yeah.
And that's a long time ago.
Facts.
That's fire.
So he was on the Twitter before he even knew what a Twitter was.
You know what I mean?
He like, I got the Twitters tweeting. I'm like,
yo,
yeah,
the
I'm
nigga
saying
said
like,
pink cookies in a plastic bag.
Plastic bag getting crushed by Bill.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's how ill. That was the illness of it, where it was like, that's how dope. Like people don't understand how dope L was. Like as far as like, especially being like so versatile. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like so versatile, where it's like he could do like, I'm bad. You know what I mean? He could do those joints and then hit you with it was Harlem at the Rucker. I saw you.
Take a girl right off the corner,
like,
my nigga.
Bag your bitch.
Like really, you know what I'm saying? Like where he like, like, oh shit, like you looking like, and then that's what I'm saying. Then he could do something crazy like that, and then do a dance joint like I'm jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah.
And you sitting there like, yo, L.
And then he started with Uncle L. You like, oh shit, he made this shit for the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody.
That's how crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like just that longevity, like L's. That's what's the crazy part about it is like damn. That's why I said L joint. Like you could go. He got so many joints where it's like, you know what? Like damn. Okay, I got you, L. Like fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, L got some home runs, boy.
Word up.
Woo, like a lot. And
yo,
people,
we like to ask different rappers, you know what I'm saying, that borough question. You know, you get them dudes be like, yo, Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx. Mm-hmm. If Ali Vegas say, yo, you know what? Which borough got the most home runs as far as groups and artists and just heavy hits?
Whew.
Some dudes say Brooklyn, some dudes say Bronx.
Brooklyn, it's hard to beat Queens and Long Island. It's hard to beat Queens and Long Island.
Oh, he said,
It's hard to beat Queens and Long, like.
That's a fact.
Like, just think about it. Like, most of the history come from
Queens and Long Island. Let's talk about it.
You got Chuck D, you got Public Enemy, you got EPMD, you got Rakim, y'all got Leaders of the New School,
keep going.
Keith Murray, like y'all got like you know what I'm saying?
De La Soul.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Method Man, Busta Rhymes.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got, like you know what I mean? You understand what I'm trying to like? You can't. So it's like for any other borough, then we like you get the Queens, you like you got. That's what I'm saying. Runs, boy. That's why I'm not even like you got Run DMC in them. You know, like that's why I was, like it's
Q-tip.
Like word. Like you ain't even got like you could just name the whole Queens
the
bridge.
Whole
like,
Queens,
right, cool.
yeah.
Like you can just start at the bridge and be like, all right, cool. Then you can mosey down to Onyx, Lost Boys, G Unit. You know what I mean? Murder Inc. Like you could keep like so like I don't know what you're gonna say with any other borough.
Nah. I like that answer.
Yeah, that's super.
I like that answer, Ali.
Because I don't think no other like what you gonna say with any other borough? Like you probably, I mean, you might go Brooklyn. You gonna go Big J, Fab, MOP, Bucktown. Like, but then after like what you gonna? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna
gonna fly.
That ain't gonna hold up against
you. I'm trying to think.
Those be like, you like, nah, that's a base hit, nigga.
Yeah.
That ain't no home run.
You ain't gonna hold up
against
against
a little line drive.
You ain't gonna hold up against. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta face. You gotta face. Throw your guns in the air, slam. You gotta. You know what I mean? We know what the Lost Boys did. You know what I mean? Like music make me high and all that. Like Renee and like it's gonna be hard to beat.
Facts.
It's gonna be hard to beat that, you know what I mean? And then what you gonna do? It's nothing they could do. So when people say other boroughs, it's hard for you to go against Queens and Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Like
yo, Ali, you know what's crazy? If you go through Queensbridge, it seems like it's something in that water somewhere. They like, yo, we got hits. We got hits. Go ahead, drink the water.
Drink this shit.
Yeah, but it's just tradition. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's just tradition from, you know what I mean, from Craig G, Marley Marl. You know what I'm saying? Like MC Shan is just tradition that follow Traj, and then you got like Nas and them listening to Traj, listening to Gaddafi, and then most of them picked up on Gaddafi. You know what I mean? Like because if you listen to Intelligent Hoodlum, if you listen to Traj, you will see where most of the bridge got their flow from.
Yeah.
It's just that Nas took Traj flow to the next level when he added the voice. His voice was just much more appealing than Traj voice.
That's a fact.
But if you listen to Traj early stuff, you will see like if you took the voice away, you wouldn't be able to tell if that was Traj or Esco. because he know like that's where they most of them got they, you know what I mean? But then they just added the voice to it. Capone voice, more appealing. You know what I mean? It just became that's how they did it. You know what I mean? But I always go to the like the originators, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like Nature, it was ill. See, that's why Nate was so ill, because Nate was the kind of the enigma of where Nature was on to something more, because he was with the Nas's in them, but he had a slower flow to where you could understand everything. You know what I'm saying? Like Nature was where Nate was one of the first ones where he rhymed like them. But remember, like most people don't understand, like when it comes to lyrics, it's like most people don't understand because we just rhyme. We rhyme to the strings. We rhyme off beat. Most people rhyme to the drums. So Nate was the first one that could rhyme to the drums, but had a rhyme into the string feel. So that's what was like. So like me, I do my homework. Like I love this game. Like I study like to see how you become, like when you add something to something, what would you get from it? You know what I mean? And that's how I always studied. I'm a really student of this game and see how things transpire from this person to that person, to see how the game progresses, to see where you could head it off and be like, okay, cool, I'll meet the game here.
Facts. Well, shit, you in the game, baby. Let's talk about this fashion world, my nigga.
Oh,
you done came up, son, with this motherfucking fashion. I'm like, yo, dude's a fly nigga, son.
Yeah, I mean, it's the dweeb, man. Like it's just like I just always like wearing. I've always been a component of our people wearing our brands. You know what I'm saying? And I've designed a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And one of the things, I designed this hat for New Era when I first came in the game, like a minute ago. It was dope. It was the suit and tie hat, you know what I mean? If you look at my early interviews, like one of my interviews, like in 2006 or so, like you'll see, like I wear like this suit and tie hat, and this
I remember that shit. Or
I had the suit and tie with the joint. Yeah, it was like it's a tie hat. You know what I mean? It had the tie, like basically what you wearing on your. Because this when everybody, this is when everything switched over, and you had to wear collar shirts and shit like that. When you know what I mean? When changed clothes and all that came out.
Suit and tie shit.
So I did the suit and tie hat, so that way, like, here now you gotta fit it to go with your shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like Crooks and Castles, like the owners of Crooks and Castles always told me, they was like, stay boutique, always stay boutique. You know what I'm saying? Because people will take your brand and want to, you know what I mean, and want to do stuff with it, and it's like, and that always stuck with me. Like, so, like I sit in meetings with like Adidas. I've turned down Nike, you know what I'm saying? Like where they come with the check, but there's like, it's always like, yeah, well, we could put, we could slick back the dweeb hair and put them like, no, that's not, no.
You're fucking my shit up, yeah.
Yeah, no amount of, you're not taking my creative control away. Like, we're like, nah, we could give him a lighter face and he could be, I'm like, no.
We're not doing again, that.
But you know what I'm saying? But that's why sometimes some things it gotta be money can't buy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's one of the things, like that's one of the traps for our people, is that they like people always throw money at us. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, nah, don't worry about the money. Like, you know what I mean? Like my team know, anybody that know me know my favorites, they know my mantra. If winners never forget how to win, and if you build it, they will come. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the bottom line. If you build it, they'll come. Like, I love building stuff from the ground up. You know what I mean? Because that's the best time. Because once they try to take it from you and throw you money and be like, yo, here go 12 million. Let us get that. And then you seeing like, oh shit, 12 million seem like a lot until it run out. and then you see
They
the
make
people.
200 million off your
Yeah,
shit.
you see them still exceeding.
I lose.
God damn.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
lose.
That's what I'm saying. So you like, but it's like the thing about it is like the circle. Your circle has to have to see that because if they can't see that, they like, damn son, why you gonna take that? Why you gonna take that? Why you gonna take that 12 million? I'm like, cause I'm like that 12 million gonna run out. It's 12 of us. After I take care of 12, after you take care of 12, like it's 12 of us. If I get if we all get $1 million, that's only a house and a car for all of us, and then we back to
Square fucking
broke.
one.
You know, yeah. Then we back to broke.
Yeah.
After a house and a car, we back to broke. What we gonna do after that? And then they're like, okay, I get it now. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you have to keep building it and understand like the money is gonna come. Whether it might not be our generation that gets the money. It might be our kids, the next generation, or the generation after that. But keep building it, and at the end of the day, somebody from your generation, somebody from your legacy is gonna see what you sorted out to see. You know what I mean? And that's what our people have to understand. Like that's what like the Chinese, like the Asians, that's what they learn. That's how they work. They work like that's why they take care of their elders because the elders is like the elders sacrifice. You know what I mean? They don't worry about because they live off 100-year plan. They like, damn, I might just see 30 years of the 100-year plan. Like I might see 30% of it, but you know what I mean? The next person to come follow it on. Like, so like just think, say like when Pac died, when Pac started, you had like a Nipsey Hussle watching. You know what I'm saying? So when like a Nipsey is watching that, he knows how far this thing can go. So he picked up the ball from there. As far as you know, West Coast, like he picked it up and went a step further. And I think like if and that's why I think a lot of this stuff that's going on now, like the protests and all that, I think like he instilled that in this younger generation, like a Nipsey Hussle, he instilled it in this young generation of like your hair, like grow, you know what I mean? Like this is what I tell my people. I tell my people this, you know what I mean? And whoever listens to me, whoever I reach, you know what I mean? But he was in a more broader light, you know what I'm saying? And he reached more and he was preaching the same things. You know what I mean? He was preaching the same things. And I think that instilled something in this generation. That's why it's like, that's why they coming outside fighting for what they believe in. You know what I'm saying? Because they seen like, you know what? This person, how I'm gonna listen to this person music every day and not embody what he's saying. You know what I mean? And and I think that's what makes them do that. You know what I mean? And that's the thing where we have to be like that, where it be like, yo, you know what? Gotta keep going. It ain't about you or me. Like, you know what I mean? We at the point where it's like, listen, man, if the girl gonna like me, she gonna like me. If she not, then she not. Like, you know what I mean? Like we at that point where it ain't about us. You know what I mean? It's about that generation after us. So that way they know to be like, that way they know to look after the next generation. You know what I mean? It's like the generation that's in front of us is that's a stingy generation. That generation of rappers right now that was ahead of us, they're a stingy generation. You know what I mean? They know I call them out on it all day. I tell them all day, like the Puffs, the Jays, the Escos, they're a stingy generation. You know what I mean? And like, I don't never want the game to run like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the people to, I mean, the young artists coming up to not, you know what I mean, not be stingy. Don't, you know what I mean? Like don't be stingy, man. Like share your craft with your brothers. You know what I mean? Get on tracks with your brother. Get on tracks with them. Show them your skill. Like that's what it's about.
We were literally just talking about that before this interview. You know what I mean? I was in the back of the studio and we were saying like, yeah, not too many niggas in New York don't like, they're stingy with it, like you said, like they're stingy with it, bro. You know what I mean? Well,
They're afraid.
they
They stingy with their fan base.
but
They're afraid.
you go down south, and it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the thing about it is, New York rappers, they a blend with artists from the South and all that. Like, come on, like they'll put like Jay will put the whole Philly on before he put the whole New York on.
That's a fact. I thought that shit was bugged out.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, what are you doing? Like, how do you explain that? But you know what? It's because they don't have divine rights to the throne.
Yeah.
So that's why he embraced them. He embraced Lil Wayne because they don't got divine rights to a New York throne. But if he embraced a New Yorker that has divine rights to the throne,
might take that crown.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Borrow the crown though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you could share the
crown. Put it on somebody and be like, yo, see how that shit feels, son.
But that's what's like. But and the thing about it is, you wasn't taught that way. That's what makes it so upsetting. You wasn't taught that way. You was, come on, Kane showed you love.
Yeah.
Kane showed you love, and then when you broke off and did your own thing, Big showed you love. So you wasn't taught that way. You was taught, you know what I mean? You had New Yorkers showing you love. You wasn't taught that way. You wasn't taught to go out of your, you know what I mean? Like, come on. What if they went out of their borough? Would they, you know what I mean? Nah, that's not the way you was taught. You was taught like, yo, look, man, this person in this position is putting me on, then this person right here is putting me on. Like, come on, like,
that is street code. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a fact.
You gonna go to Philly. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna go out of your city, out of your state, and put on a whole nother town.
And
like,
put the whole city on.
That's what I'm saying. Like you from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing about it is like you. It's just disappointing. You know what I mean? Like when you do that.
But that's why I like Meek, because he put on people from, like, it don't matter where you from. He fucks with you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but he not gonna. He gonna put on his town.
Yeah.
Nah, he do stuff in Philly first, or
they gonna put their town on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they gonna put their town on. Like the Gillies, you know what I mean? They gonna put their town on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they had that whole shit shown up. Major Figures, not like they had that whole shit shown up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you supposed to do. But we the only ones that want to be accepted by everybody. So we want to be loved out of town. You know what I mean? That's why we be like, okay, gotta put out of town on. I gotta put somebody on from every city. So when I go to that city,
I get love. Fuck
nah.
That shit.
Big was like, Big Brooklyn, we did it. Big was like, Brooklyn, we did it. How you know what I mean? Like, how you know? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, when you rep something, like, that's when it's like, oh wow, like he repped that. I want to go there and see what he talking about, why he love where he from so much. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be wanting to just be accepted so much everywhere. It's like, nah, everywhere you ain't gotta be accepted everywhere. Long as you respected everywhere, you good. You know what I mean? But people don't even care about being respected. They want to be accepted. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't living out here. Long as you respect me and know, like, look, you know what I mean? Like, I come to get this change. Like, we here, we both, let's make it rock.
Fact.
That's it. But everybody be like, nah, I need to be accepted. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers won't even wear their own hometown jersey. They're just wear the jersey of the state. You know what I mean? Like, yo, yeah, they're in Atlanta, they're gonna wear Falcon jersey or something. Like, nah. I mean, I'm from New York.
New York, nigga.
Yeah, I'm from New York. So, like, here, this is where I'm from. This is what we do. This is how we dress. Like,
yo, we got a couple people, you know, they trying to break in the door and get some shape ups out of Vegas. They said, yo, ask him about his emojis.
Oh, the Picture Parade joint. You know what I mean? The emoji joint, you know, they know. Oh, Yeah, we gonna have a talk about that. Emoji. You know what I mean? Nah, that's just another form of branding. You know what I mean? Of you know, putting the dweeb face. You know what I mean? Sharing the dweeb face emojis. Like
Okay.
it's like and then my face. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I mean, ladies love me, so try to give them.
Got to rep that, baby.
Yeah, the ladies
Need
love me.
that.
You know what I mean? I can't.
Uh-huh.
I can't stop them from. You know what I mean? Ladies love cool babe. You know what I mean?
I like that.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
super dope.
Ladies love
Word. Yo,
babe.
I got a spicy question for you, son. This is something we ask everybody, B.
I'm here.
Do Ali Vegas got a top 5 of all time MCs?
Oh, that's easy.
Let's get it. Da, da, da,
I-
da.
yeah, I mean, number one is Rakim. Number one.
There you go.
There's nobody
Oh,
touching.
18,
Nobody
11.
touching the guard. Nobody touching the guard. Like we could put any of his records against anybody records. Check out my melody, all that. Like he was one of the first to have you dancing and jeweling you at the same time.
Facts.
Till this day, it hasn't been done. Still, till this day, it hasn't been done. Like you showed me somebody who was doing it that was jeweling you at the same time, had you like check out my like then like had you doing it.
Word.
Hasn't been
Yo, to
done.
this day, I couldn't believe Marley wasn't feeling that shit
What?
on Rakim. He was like, nah, he rhymed too slow. I was like, that nigga's bugging. Marley was like, he rhymed too slow. He bugging. The God
he
was the
bugging.
God.
Yeah, see what happens is when you're ahead of your time, everybody everybody not gonna catch up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody not gonna catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like just think about that. So I got Rakim,
Mhm. Big 2.
I got Big, Rakim, Big. Those are like my top guys. Man, Slick Rick.
Ooh.
Slick Rick.
That's a curveball.
Slick Rick like a point guard. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you can't listen. That album, it's no better storytelling album than that. Like he had but just think about that album was stupid with Children's Story, Hey Young World, Teenage Love,
Word.
like
a Teenage Love.
Yeah, he has some
like
songs
this.
on that
That's what I'm
album.
saying. This is my 5. No specific order. After number 1, just know that Rakim is number 1.
Yeah.
But you got Big, Slick Rick, LL.
Ooh, Big 4.
Yeah,
You got a big 5.
Yeah, they can't listen. Listen. And I got Pop. That's my 5 right there.
Oh,
Dope.
fire.
Why he say Tupac?
That's my 5.
Why he say Tupac? Tupac, my dude, son.
Word.
That's my. You ain't gonna get no better than. That's what I said. Like Rise 1, and then I always Rise 1, and then I got Big and Pop under him, and then I got what I mean, doing the lifting, doing the heavy work. I got Slick Rick and LL.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. Fucking LL, that nigga's like the fucking shooting guard of the nigga. You could go to any LL record and you good. You gonna get a bucket.
You gonna get some shit, yeah.
That's why I was crazy. Like when they used to interview me young, they'd be like, "Damn, babe," they be like, "So, did you grow up listening to Nas? Because you know what I mean, you remind us of him. You know what I mean?" I'm like, no, I had to used to tell him maybe I'll remind you of Nas because I listened to who he listened to. I didn't listen to him. I didn't know who. My brother had to introduce me to Illmatic. I didn't listen to that. I was listening to Rakim, G-Rap, Slick Rick. I was listening to them. So that's why when you compare me to those of that generation, it's because I listened to the same people they listened to. You know what I mean? And that's what it was like. So that's why I always put that's my 5. I don't, you know what I mean? You can't. That 5 is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yo, you said Tupac, son. You fucked me up with
You
Tupac.
saved the day with that one, right?
Word, you
That's
saved
my-
the day, son.
That's my guy.
Word.
All around. You know what I mean? Just all around where Like, see, like that was like I said, like Big was Martin and Tupac was Malcolm X. Like that's just how he was. Like where it was like just two different ideals, but going for the same thing. You know what I mean? And it was just like when they rhymed together, it was like that joint. And remember, Kane had them both in the joint when they did that. Where Brooklyn at? Anytime you ready. I got 7 Mega 11s, about 8, 38,
9, 10, Mac 10.
That shit never end.
And he had, but the crazy part about it was that was the greatness of Pac. Because he brought that out of Big, because Big knew he had to match that energy.
Yeah.
Remember, Big wasn't rhyming like that aggressive. But he know, like, hold on, I know Pac about to come with his energy. So he like, remember, he was rhyming like, I got 8, not Mac, this shit never ends. You can't touch my rhythm.
Even if you have
an 357.
Yeah, because he know Pac was
fucking fire.
He ain't rhyme. He wasn't rhyming that aggressive.
Yeah.
But he knew the animals who he was on stage with. You know what I mean? Like where he knew Pac was coming with that. I thank the Lord for my many blessings. Never stress and keep a vest for protection through the barrel of the Smith & Wesson. You know my niggas in the pen. Here we go again. Ain't nothing separating us but our Mac 10 born. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it was ill. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like just understanding that you had them on the same stage.
Facts.
You know what I mean? With a Big Daddy Kane, like you don't get that no more. Because first of all, the biggies, they not even trying to get on the stage with the older ones. Like the biggies of this time ain't trying to get on the stage with the older ones. Yeah. Because you know what I mean? Maybe the only one to be Rick Ross, because he love hip hop more than most of the New York niggas love hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
He like kind of somehow like, you know what I'm saying, like drizzled in to everything. Rick Ross, he's a little different.
But that's what I'm saying. Remember he was groomed by Eric Sermon.
Facts.
He said that.
Couch.
Yeah, so he was groomed by Eric Sermon.
He said, I was hearing them beats. I was like, oh shit, that shit hot.
But that's what I'm saying. And he rhyme, and that's why like he don't really get the coverage that you know what I mean? Like remember, like last year they just put him, he just had his own like stage show on, what was that, the Social or whatever the awards, you know what I mean? He just had his own stage on those joints with the BET Awards or whatever. He just had his own, he ain't ever, in the whole time, he ain't ever have his own stage. He just had his own stage, like, because, you know what I mean? It's like Nip said, they killed Dr. Sebi, he was teaching health. I fuck with Rick Ross because he teaching wealth. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that. You teaching your people wealth? Nah, we gonna put you to the back, champ.
Let's get them out of here.
Yeah, we ain't gonna put you in the front of the joint. You know what I mean? And that's why.
Yo, Mr. Vegas, we got one more question for you, baby.
I'm here.
You know what I'm saying? What would you tell some of these young dudes, you know what I'm saying, since we on the subject, if you could give them some inspiration, if Live at the Barbershop was your last platform, you say, you know what, I'm going to drop some science on these dudes, B.
Just always remember, winners never forget how to win. You know what I'm saying? And if you build it, they gonna come. Like no matter how long it take. When you, like, people think like, man, it takes me 10 years to do something. That's longevity. If you able to if you got the love for something, 10 years starting it, like if you got the love for something to keep doing it, then that's when you know, like, you know what? Yeah, I really want to do this. So don't ever, like, I don't care what it is, if always be great at it. You know what I mean? I live by the mantra of Ed Will: education, determination, and willpower. Whatever you do, whether if you like, Like my grandfather said, if you gonna commit a crime, you better know the laws you breaking, so you know how to beat them laws. You know what I'm saying? He like, so whatever you do, make sure you educated in it. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you got the determination for it, and make sure you got the willpower to withstand whatever backlash come back with it.
You already, I heard it first. Ali Vegas, B, thanks for your time. You know what I'm saying? Super dope interview.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
you heard it, man. If you build a tight foundation, your roof won't collapse. Bang. Peace. Oh, yeah.